if we remove the puppy from that, rock, grass, and any are accurate. And Teddiursa, what type? Normal, bug, any, or honey. Again, if you remove the honey, that's accurate. Ku definitely did see some things or get in contact with someone that saw some things. But then after that, Ku is a filthy fucking liar.
Oh, remember all those leaked screenshots and shit from the other guy? Ku basically said those do match up to what he's seen, and because after the game's out, going back and looking at those, because those were actual real leaked screenshots, it's like, yeah, all that shit was shit in the game.
Yes. It just, I don't get it. I don't get it. Cause that's my problem, and instead of kind of making fun of people and talking about people being skillets with protecting stuff, to use the end of this to ramble about something else that me and Carson had said and might get repeated in some extra content that we'll record when it becomes available in this game. But the problem with Ku and Kaka and the other leak culture, people believed enough of that because enough of it was right.
Oh, Kaka, that was the guy that posted the screenshots, wasn't it? I genuinely can't remember.
My point is, when you follow leaks and a leaker gets something right, that often builds unrealistic expectations.
Yeah.
And people sort of feel like Game Freak lied to them because people followed leaks and got butthurt that Game Freak lied or whatever. When Game Freak didn't lie. Because what pisses me off to just, say stuff about this fan base. People oh, Game Freak lied. No, Game Freak didn't lie. You followed leaks. Because, and this was the most entitled, fucking thing where people wanted, Game Freak to have, trailers and reveal stuff. And we got, trailers and everything, but then people would have this obnoxious, these trailers are pointless. We knew about that months ago. You followed leaks, you idiots. The knew about that months ago is only if you followed.
I remember, I brought, because of one of Ku's things, there was that thing where you said it was because a part of the game has a reflective floor. The female characters don't have skirts for this yet. Yet if you look at this crystal texture, look, if I stand, there is barely a reflection.
It's there.
Yes, but it's not.
Not as pronounced as Ku making a joke. That
it's not as pronounced. Look, it's not. It's cast in a way where it's not under me.
Yes. Oh look, it's Reptar.
I guess we'll just continue the salting tantrum then.
My point is people got hyped up by leaks, and then anything that was in a leak that became accurate, people would get really butthurt and do this, that was revealed months ago, this trailer is pointless. It wasn't revealed months ago, it was a leaker who had no fucking shame revealed it months ago.
Yes.
And then if a leak was inaccurate, Game Freak lied. I hate all of you.
So, a funny thing, because it's one of those, we still don't really have, an answer to it. Because it was one of the fake leaks. Now, it was a more modern fake leak, because it was a leak about the DLC, and not and not something from, before the game came out, or whatever, but there was a leak, and I find this funny because this would give an actual. I don't know if I brought this up in the other playthrough. This would give an actual explanation, but the game doesn't do this. There was a basically leak that stated that like the Paradox Pokemon weren't actually from like other times or whatever. What they were is that the terrestrial energy from Terrapagos basically mutated a bunch of like surrounding Pokemon, turning them into the Paradox forms, and that's how they were created. They were basically mutations, and it's like that I say theory, that supposed leak as a story thing, that would, if something like that was
actually accurate, that would fix a lot of...
That would make a lot of sense, because you could use that to, if it's terrestrial energy, that explains why a lot of them have different types. And not just that, that explains why shit like Screamtail and stuff, why it's based off the first forms and not the later forms, because everything where it's based off a like first or second form and not its final one, it is a Pokemon where its evolution requires external methods.
Yes.
Like Miss Magius needs the Reaper or Claw.
I'm pretty sure Miss Magius is a Duststorm.
Either way,
I'm pretty sure Miss Magius is a Duststorm.
if it's the stone and not the cloth, it's the same.
Dusclops is a Reaper Cloth.
Either way, it's the same idea where it is an item.
You're an item.
It requires a item to evolve, meaning that it makes sense why a Pokemon in the wild might not be able
to evolve naturally, and that we would mutate from a base form that couldn't naturally achieve
and you know, Sandy Shocks was like the same way, needing a stone or the magnetic field, so that's why I'm like, this would, like, this actually would, if it was real, make a lot of sense. Because the other thing that would then make, you know, sense is a thing if it's like, this also then explains why none of these things can breed. Because if, like, more for the, you know, past ones, if these things can't breed, how are they something's ancestor? Because, you know, to have descendants, it would need to be able to make babies, but it can't.
I am a wall. I am the gatekeeper.
I am a rock.
It is literally a rock. It's a rock type.
Yes, but I'm doing one song reference. That was what I, you know, named it after.
Yeah, but he is literally a rock. It's a rock type. It's rock salt. It's the rock salt Minecraft golem.
Yes, and I love him for that. This is peak. This is peak design, and nothing on Gen 1 comes anywhere close to this. Because, you know, there's a bridge, a burn. I think modern designs like Garganackle are infinitely more inventive and creative than most of the shit from the first game.
We're gonna burn all the bridges.
Yeah. Now, I will agree with people. I know why you named... I know why its, you know, name is, like, basically Garganackle, and I don't remember what the first one was. I know why their name is spelled the way they are, because it has that, like, it's like the mineral compound of...
It is like, the mineral name of salt?
Yes.
From a...
And I get why you did that, but like a lot of people have made a joke because of that, especially with the second one being Knackle Stack. If you're kind of internet brained for a minute and you glance at its name, a lot of people have thought that thing's name is Nutsack.
Nice. I'm thinking about the... I'm thinking about the Nut Shack.
We don't talk about the Nut Shack.
But the Nut Shack. What's wrong with the Nut Shack? That was a show.
Yes.
just to, I'm checking the evolution thing. All that.
Holy shit! I'm literally swimming in revives. Like the game, it's literally just swimming in revives. I always have mixed feelings whenever I see a game do something like that, because on the one hand, it's nice when a game realizes that some nonsense is about to happen, but on the other hand,
I was right. It's a stone. Ah.
But on the other hand, I then have the...
Because the Reaver Cloth was added later?
Well, they're both Gen 4. Both the evolutions of Gen 4. Okay, where the hell is the exit? I can't...
Down the... Just down. It's in the water. Just swim. Down the hole.
The walls look very similar.
They're both Gen 4 evolutions. But it is a stone evolution. Yep, there it is.
Like I said, the walls look very similar.
I know. Haven't thought about the Nut Shack in a minute.
Because that meme died.
It was a show called The Nut Shack.
Yes.
And then it became a meme.
That's because remember, its opening was literally just, it's the Nut Shack. Repeated infinitely.
Then there was like multiple combination memes of the Nut Shack with B-movie stuff.
Yes.
Or I think there was a video that was a reading of the entire B-movie script, but
it was like every time they say B, it plays B.
The entire opening of the Nut Shack.
And I believe that video was like 7 hours. But I also think that's because I believe there was another meme mixed in there, because I think it was like during the Nut Shack theme, every time they said like Nut Shack, another meme would happen, and that's what led to it being like 7 hours.
Even then,
and because that video was an entire reading of like the script, and they don't directly show them. I can't remember. Do you get healed in the thing or not? Because it's literally just like...
There's that one free random heal that happens at first, I believe.
Okay, we're going to go in just normally then, and if I don't get the PP restoring, then I'll use it. Oh.
Look, it's one of the Chaos Emeralds from Sonic 1.
You say from Sonic 1, but technically that's just the classic design of the emerald, so...
Or it could be a giant green rupee. But if it's a big green rupee, instead of being worth 1 rupee, that'll be worth 100 rupees. Because that jewel design makes me think of the Chaos Emeralds before they changed shape, but it also makes me think of rupees.
Yes.
Pull, damn you! See? Yay! That's it. The hidden treasure of Area Zero.
It's Trophagos. Why is it a crystal? Oh, it's also another thing I just thought about, because I honestly do genuinely feel like Ku and a bunch of other leakers use the fact that the internet moves at light speed to hide their lies. Didn't Ku keep saying that the story of the DLC was going to resemble the, like, story of the Dragon Palace?
No. Oh, I'll talk about that in a minute. And then, I didn't fully comment on it in the thing, but his entire story arc is she gets everything. Tropha goes, oh, come on. No. You're getting certain wires crossed. The turtle design of Terafagos in the bigger form looks like the turtle from the Dragon Palace story. And this led people, because of Ku's vague ramblings and the inconsistencies of the Paradox Pokemon, that Terafagos would be evil, or if not evil, at least not realizing that by fulfilling wishes and fucking with time, that it was causing problems, that we would come down here and we would find Heath. And in Heath's mind, Heath would just be chilling in this cave, like only a couple of hours have passed, and it's like, you know 200 years passed, right? What in the fuck? No, that would be the thing. That like 200 years passed, but Heath didn't know that. Because that would be the tragedy, and that's why Paradox Pokemon exist. It's because the turtle in that story looks like this form. The bigger one with the fluffy tail. That. I'm breaking the mold, bitch! I did 2 and it survived, so I bet 3 Swords Dances would just kill this thing.
What? No, damn it. I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
Nope, I crit. Oh, no.
No, you didn't. Overpawn is bullshit.
Oh. Wait, no, you say Overpawn is bullshit. Remember the thing was that form where that form has the first hit is the equivalent of like...
Not very effective damage, but one, you have Mold Breaker, which I'm pretty sure breaks through that.
Oh, yeah.
I keep forgetting on and off no, we both threw out using Ogrephone.
Because
I keep forgetting you have Mold Breaker sometimes, and you forget you have Mold Breaker, I forget you forget.
Because I'm not used to using Mold Breaker. Even though that's one of the abilities, it shows the fucking Mold Breaker is active.
She's breaking the mold. It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So, anyway, how do you feel about leaks and rumors effectively ruining the lead up to a game because they basically build up all of these stupid, unrealistic expectations that make people unhappy? Because like we said, if a leak and rumor is accurate, people will get butthurt and say we learned about that months ago when something gets officially announced. But if a leak and rumor is wrong, people will act like they were lied to. And I hate the fact that we're in a world where leak and rumor culture effectively ruins a game, because if anything is correct, it ruins the surprise, and it makes important announcements seem pointless because everyone follows leaks and rumors and actually does not care about official announcements, and in general will look down on official announcements. But if a leak and rumor is fake, then everyone feels lied to, like the company in question tricked them. But no, you followed leaks and rumors that either A, spoiled the surprise, or B, were completely fake and built up unrealistic expectations in your head. And in a lot of ways, I think that's the bigger problem. While leaks and rumors ruining surprises is obnoxious, leaks and rumors being wrong and building up unrealistic amounts of hype in people's heads, I think, is a far more problematic thing, because then everyone feels cheated, like they were lied to because they believed some stupid rumor that basically also confirmed a weird bias in their head. And when leaks and rumors basically give into your confirmation bias, of course you're going to feel lied to when they turn out to be false. And if it's true, you're going to have all surprises ruined, and then an official announcement will seem pointless. But you have to remember that is official. Following leaks and getting mad that a company unveils something officially is the dumbest fucking thing that absolutely drives me so crazy. I'm tired of leaks and rumors and speculation and stuff ruining games because people either learn everything about a game ever and get annoyed about information because they want new information. So, official sources revealing information officially feels pointless, or you follow a leak or rumor that hypes up some crazy idea, and enough people will generally get hyped by this one concept, so everyone builds up this idea in their head, and then you get an actual tangible announcement, and it's not anywhere close to the bullshit leak and or rumor that basically hyped you up, and then you feel lied to, and you feel cheated, and you feel underwhelmed because whatever you believed made you think that you were getting something far crazier than what you actually got. And even if the thing you actually got is not bad, the hype you had will never be satiated because you believed this crazy leak and or rumor, and that basically made you go, oh, this will be like the coolest shit ever. I'm getting tired of that, especially because then there's all this anger directed at a game because some person or people tricked you into believing something that basically didn't happen, and because you liked that idea more than what you actually got, you consider what you actually got bad. And a good example that I find hilarious is all of those obviously fake bullshit leaks and rumors about the Switch 2. None of that fucking happened, and that forced some of the funniest cope ever, and it forced a lot of YouTube channels to backpedal hard, and so many of them refused to take the L because they believed all of these stupid rumors. And even now, a lot of people basically still believe Nintendo had the Switch 2 ready to go in 2024 and canceled the launch and moved it up to 2025, but these people believed that the Switch 2 was done and ready to go, and that the only reason they were wrong is because Nintendo last minute decided, no, we're moving the launch up, even though logistically that does not make any fucking sense. But I'm not going to sit here and ramble about that. I'm getting off topic from the thing I was asking initially. So, anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments. Or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.